Okay, in this problem, they give us the equation of a line, y equals 5x minus 10, and then they want us to find the x-intercept and y-intercept, and they want us to do this in a table and after graphing. So let's make a table, right? So x, y, and again, the y-intercept is going to be when x is equal to 0, and the x-intercept is going to be when y equals 0. So the original equation is y equals 5x minus 10, and I'll just start with 0 for x, right? So I have y equals 5 times 0 minus 10. So that's 0 minus 10 is negative 10. So I found my first point in the table. Then I'll put a 1 in for x, right? And I'll get y equals 5 times 1 minus 10. So that's 5 minus 10 is negative 5, so I found my second point in my table. Now let's put a 2 in for x, right? 5 times 2 minus 10. So that's 5 times 2 is 10, minus 10 is 0, right? So we've already found the x-intercept and y-intercept. So when x equals 0, right here, that's the line for the y-intercept. And when y equals 0, that's the x-intercept. So to be able to write it, I would write the x-intercept is right here, 0. And the y-intercept, the x-intercept is right here, right? Sorry about that. 0, which is 2. And the y-intercept is right here, right, at negative 10. So now let's graph and see if we find the same results in a graph. So x, y. Let's graph the points in our table. So first point was 0, negative 10, 0, negative 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And then if I look up here, right, y equals 5x minus 10, y equals 5x minus 10. The negative 10 is the y-intercept. That's the point I just graphed. And the 5 is the slope, right? So I can count up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. And then I could do that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, right? And then I would draw a line through those points, right? And to locate the x and y intercepts on the graph, the x-intercept I would just look at, it's right there at 2. And the y-intercept I would just look at where it crosses the y-axis, and that's at negative 10, right?